What are you doing?
Waiting for you to finish.
So you can.
Do what I need to do.
So I'm going to start with the most important thing up front. Ben, it's an individual question for you. Back in 2019, we spoke for Triple Frontier, if you can believe it.
Okay.
We did a long interview, and I asked you a harmless question that was about Dunkin' Donuts. Mm-hmm. And it led to you saying, I asked you about Dunkin' Donuts being in LA, and you said, it's amazing. I have Dunkin' Donuts every day. It's very weird. I have it every day, and people are always like, where is that? Is it near here? So I feel like I'm spreading the word. In the years of Collider, it's been online for 20 years. That quote was used in like 1,000 interviews about you going to Dunkin'. Like, it was one of those bizarre things.
Really?
And yeah, 100%. And so I'm just wondering, do you think there's a chance, because it was in every magazine, everything, that I am responsible for you booking DunKings?
I think it's for sure. I think you did it, and I probably owe you money. I'm not going to give it to you, but because it's not. We never made that deal, but you could make a case.
Right? No, I know you. You look it up.
I believe you. I mean, listen. It makes total sense to me. It was definitely, and listen, anything's possible. But you know, you certainly unquestionably were prescient.
Yeah. By the way, Dunkin' Donuts, if no one's been there, it's a staple in the New England area.
There you go.
You know what I mean? Jumping into why I get to talk to you guys. Congratulations on the movie. I'm going to skip movie 2, and we're going to ask you about movie 3. And I'm going to say this because Gavin told me he always envisioned this as a trilogy. Has he told you guys that? And has he shared anything about a possible third film?
He told me right when we were doing the first movie that they were making a trilogy, which actually is the kind of thing that usually scares me. You know what? I'm usually like, let's worry about this one. You know, because what that means to me is people are like saving the good ideas for the next movie. But like, there is going to be no next movie unless we have the good ideas in this movie. Let's figure out the good ideas in the next movie for the next movie. But it actually turned out to be a reflection of the fact that it was just a story that was really interesting to him. And him and Bill really got into the kind of, I guess what you would call like the mythology or the canon or whatever. They had started to generate this kind of longer story. And he's been talking to me a little bit about constructing it and what he wants to do. And, but I certainly can't give anything away. There's a couple of ideas that I really like, but what I know it is going to continue this relationship, which I think is really what makes this movie an improvement on a movie I really love, which is the first one.
The reason to give a shit is because you guys are so great together. And the banter and the chemistry. Talk a little bit about like what it's like. You're both such good actors, but what is it like before you're stepping on set? Are you doing anything, or are you just like, we're both professional, we're going to make this work?
Man, I mean, we're shooting the shit, man. I mean, we're having a good time. I mean, with this one, I've only had this experience a few times, and strangely, maybe I should rethink the way I'm doing everything, because every single time it's felt like this, I feel like I've been equally pleased with the result, which is almost never. But this one really felt easy. There was an ease. There was a level of trust, and there was not squeezing anything out. It was
that's the paradox, right? It's like, strangely, when it feels really easy, in my experience, it tends to be the best. And you feel like the one unnerving thing is like, I should be working harder than this.
Right.
Like, am I slacking off? This feels really easy. And then it turns to be, really work. And then when it's like blood from a stone and you're grinding it out, and it doesn't work, I feel like, okay, well, that kind of makes sense. Part of it, honestly, is like, look, he's a brilliant guy and knows how to do this. And I've been doing movies for a while, and I understand where it wanted to go. And part of it is you just get lucky. And you work with somebody great, and then your rhythms and stuff and fall in sync. And it's one of the few things that are very hard to fake, like very close, fraternal relationships, spouses, you're playing someone's wife, or, you put your arm around them without even thinking about That's a hard thing to do with an actor you don't know. I mean, all of these little subconscious things kind of get in the way of that. And then there's just like faking really liking one another, even if they drive you crazy, is a very hard thing to do. So at least for me, I need it to kind of be real, and that's why I don't think I could have done it with anyone but John.
I have to stop. I'm just going to say congrats. I hope this is a huge hit so you can do a third one.
Thank you.